Welcome to my channel. This is Dawn with Pink Chair Gaming, and this is the island of Applewood. This island is one of my islands. It's my autumn island that I uploaded back in November, and I've never done a tour of it. Recently, Nintentalk did a live stream where he did island tours, and I was fortunate enough to have him pick my island to tour. After he got done, I realized I need to do a tour of my island because I've never done it. So without further ado, let's get started. As you can see, I found a really cute apple to use for my flag. And let's take a quick look at the map. So this island, as I said, is an autumn island. It's a fall island. And the theme behind it is that it is a national park, and the left-hand side of the island has like the cabins that you would stay in, and the right-hand side has tents that you would do, you know, your hardcore camping in. And my favorite part of the island is right in the middle of it is a lake perspective that I built. And when I designed the island, I did the lake perspective was the very first thing I did, and then I designed the rest of the island around it. Let's go ahead and see which villagers we've got. I've got Rosie, Ozzy, Bo, Eric, Fauna, Poppy, Derwin, Maple, Mint, and Freckles. And then two other cute things about the island is that the museum and Nook's Cranny, neither one of those have been upgraded. So they are in their original state. And I was really happy with how this island turned out. I think it's probably the best island so far that I've designed. And I'm real excited about touring it with you. So let's get started. So when you leave the airport, you immediately arrive in the parking lot for the park. And you have Able Sisters here, which is kind of like a little souvenir shop. And then Resident Services functions as my visitor center. And during my dream address, if you come visit it, I have little presents that you can pick up and enjoy. But I thought this was kind of a cute little picnic area in front of the visitor center that you could do. Yeah, I just like how it turned out. So we're going to go over to the left. And as I said, on this side we have like the cabins and stuff like that. And to start off with, we have a little bike rental area. And I love how this little building turned out. And then you see one of the first little cabins is right here. And I love how this view turned out. So happy with it. I really wanted to have, you know, quite a few little lookout points where you could look and just really enjoy the terraforming on the island. Alright, so we're going to continue over to the left, and I love the little frogs. I can't believe they're actually food items, but they work so well for decorating on a natural island like this. Alright, so over here is just a little seating area where you can look out on the beach and enjoy the waterfall behind you. And then working our way back up this way, just lots more villager houses. I don't want to talk too much because it's basically just one villager house after another, but I had a lot of fun coming up with different ideas for each of the houses. It's hard when you're doing stuff like this to come up with so many different ideas for each of the houses to try and make them unique from one another. It's a lot tougher than you think it is. And then back over this way, it kind of ends with a little cave area which goes into the forest, and you can't get any further through there. Hello, sweetheart. Oh yes, there's lots of places to hide things on this island. Alright, so let's continue up this way and finish looking at the rest of the houses. So over here. Another cute little place. As I say, it's really hard. I feel like they're all kind of the same, but yet a little bit different. I love making this type of winding path through terraforming though. I did this a lot on the very first island that I ever created. And that was one of my favorite parts about the island. So I had a lot of fun creating all of this. Alright, we're going to go ahead back down. And I mentioned that Nook's Cranny was still in its original form. So it's kind of right here. You can see the map at the bottom right. It's kind of located centrally where all the cabins are at. And so it gives you, like a little place to go pick up your supplies, get a few little groceries, and that type of stuff. Alright, we're going to go ahead and continue back around this way. Maybe, nope. Forgot the best way to get around my island. Okay, we're going to go this way. Alright, so this is the end of the houses. And this also leads down to where my secret beach is at. And I just wanted it to be like a little landing area where you could come, enjoy a cup of coffee, read a book, and just really enjoy the outdoors. And I thought this was so cute. And then leading from here, we leave the luxury of the cabins. And here's a little hiking trail where we can go and enjoy all the woods and the outside. I had so much fun coming up with just different ideas of ways to decorate and fill all of these spaces. Alright, so once you get over here, this is my resident house, and I decided since there was a lot of natural camping, like tent camping, that I would turn it into a cute little bathhouse. So when you first come in, there's a cute little laundromat, so it gives them a place to wash their clothes. And then on each side is a bathroom. And each one of the bathrooms are pretty much mirror images of each other, so I'll probably just show you this one. But yeah, I thought it was super cute. I love how it turned out. I love being able to use the curtain partitions as like shower curtains and ways of closing the door. And, it keeps you from actually being able to go in it. But I just thought that was kind of a neat way to create a door so you can still kind of see what's behind it. Okay, so from here we'll go upstairs. And this was kind of where I just created a little apartment setting, maybe for somebody that works here in the park and kind of maintains things, and it just gives them a place to come and put their feet up. I was really happy with how this turned out. I love the log furniture. It's one of my favorite series in the game. I just thought it was perfect for this island theme. Alright, so we'll go ahead back outside. Alright, so from here we're going to take a look at all the different little camping sites that I created. And I tried to make a really good view for each of the different ones. And as I say, a lot of them are kind of the same, but yet a little bit different. I love the cave. It's one of my favorite items on here. And somewhere I had seen it turned around backwards and just thought it was a really neat idea. Here's another cute little camping area. And I also wanted to try to incorporate the rocks so that I could actually get to them and use them if I needed to. So back in here, just more little camping areas and lots of views. This is my favorite type of Animal Crossing island. I can't say enough how much I love this type of build. I'm not one for decorating beaches or really doing a whole lot with the peninsula. So I was really happy when this like accidentally ended up on the peninsula, because it was one less rock I had to deal with. Alright, so continuing on, this is where I ended up putting the museum, and I turned it into a ranger station. And I just thought that was such a neat little idea for a national park. And something you may not realize about the museum is if you don't upgrade it, then you can't move it. So when I first started the island and I set it down, I had to make sure that wherever I put it, it was going to stay there because it wasn't getting moved. Alright, so continuing on, we're going to go back around this way. And I have one more little camping area over here with a couple more tents. And I love how this turned out. I really struggled at first trying to figure out what to do with it. But I was really happy when I came up with this little idea. Alright, so cutting back across the water, we're going to head back more into civilization. And this right here is an idea that I had seen on Pinterest, and I loved how it looked. It's almost too small of a space for it to fit on the island, but I was able to make it work, and I thought it was pretty cool. Alright, so moving this way, right outside of the visitor center, I've got a cute little cider stand. I just thought that was a neat way to show off the apples, since the name of the island is Applewood. Alright, now to my favorite part of the island. Right behind Abel's Sisters is my little bait and tackle shop, where you can pick up all your supplies that you need to go fishing in my absolute favorite spot on the island, which is the lake. So this is my lake perspective, and I could not be more proud of how this turned out. I am trying so hard, I'm so sorry. Okay, now I'm going to get out of the way. So this is my lake perspective. I absolutely love how this turned out on the island. I had so much fun making this. When I did, I started by creating the lake, and I ended up using the warp pipe so I could go back and forth and just figure out how big I wanted it, because I wanted the lake to be the full view in the camera and not really see anything else on the sides. And then I wanted everything across to just be different. I didn't want the same type of thing over and over again. And I love how this turned out. And I don't think it would work as well in any other season than autumn, because you get the different color trees in here. And I cannot express how happy I am with how it turned out. Love, love, love it. Alright, I think that's it for my island tour. One of these days, I may come back to this island, just see what it looks like in different seasons. Another thing I would love to be able to do is finish Happy Home Paradise and redo all of the villager homes so that they're cabins, and then decorate the inside of them to look like little, cabins that you would go camping in. But I appreciate you watching my tour of the island of Applewood. Please be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.